on now. You can't even do this. Look.
You know what it is, man. It's your boy Don P, the West Coast host with the most, right here on the Riding and Smoking podcast, the world's first mobile podcast. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, we interview the dopest humans on the planet. So if we're gonna be interviewing the dopest humans on the planet, we got to check in. You feel me? With one of the greatest, my birthday twin. You know what I
Straight
mean?
up.
Aries gang, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Erk Tha Jerk,
Really though, what's happening? What's happening?
aka Kevin Allen.
Straight up, what's happening? What's happening?
Man, listen, bro. Legendary shit happened, man, in life, you know what I'm saying? And you were part of the Bay Area culture, music history, and all the stuff going on here, man. Grand National, like everything you doing, you know what I'm saying? What's new with you?
Bro, man, don't overthink it. The project, the album, the EP, whatever you want to call it, the 9 singles, however niggas digesting it. Don't overthink it. It's out. All streaming platforms, doing well. Bay Area showing love, support. You know what I mean? So we just pushing that. It's a real vibey thing.
That's huge, man. And is that coming out as Erk Tha Jerk or Kevin Allen?
It's under Kevin Allen, but if you search Erk Tha Jerk, it'll pop up.
Now, I don't know how you pulled that magical shit off.
We trying to rework that.
We gotta rework it. Because I gotta ask you, like, Erk Tha Jerk was such a cool ass name. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, when I first heard the name, I was like, who, like, what? Erk Tha Jerk, right? Like, I'm like, okay, right? And then, you know, as years go by, you know, I got to know you and everything. I'm like, this guy's not even a jerk, man. This guy's actually hella cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, my bro ain't even no jerk. But at the end of the day, yeah, for like, yeah. Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
Just worked out of it. Just, you know what I mean?
Grew out of it.
Yeah. It was just a piece. It was just a piece of me. Like, dark humor and shit like that is funny to me. A lot of people don't think it's funny. So, and also, shout out my boy London. He gave me that name, but it was like Keek the Sneak is what it was, you know, derived from. So it was kind of like funny. It was like a joke, kind of like.
It was like he was calling you Keek the Sneak, but in your own way.
Yeah, but like Erk Tha Jerk, exactly. It was like, you know what I mean, like a joke almost, but.
And you turned that shit into real.
I didn't have no choice.
Yeah, that's hard. That's a dope ass story, bro. That's crazy. Like, you know, you never know how it's gonna come about in this music stuff. Like, cause I see you transform, like, go from Erk Tha Jerk to Kevin Allen. Like, what happened? What caused that transformation, and how did that feel, and how did it work out?
Man, I was just making music, making art, doing photography. I was doing a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like if I don't do something that I could stand on until I'm 60, that surpasses rap music, that I'm kind of just playing. Yeah. And it's like a lot of times people like change the outside package, but the product inside is still the same. So you know, you go to the store and you see something on the shelf that might have a new box or a new label. Product's still the same though. Right. So I'm like, oh, if I can rework myself, if I can show myself how to rebrand and actually rebrand from something that people know in the Bay to something else that people know in the Bay, then I know how to do marketing, I know how to do branding, and I could do it for other people. But I got to do it on myself first. I can't just tell you I know how to do branding.
Self-awareness and self-elevation is a big thing that I think a lot of people skip. You know what I mean? Because I done met hella people that just like, even the little homies, right? Like I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the music business and I'm everywhere. Yeah, just right there. Yeah. I'm in the music business and I'm everywhere doing all type of shit. And then I tap in with a little homie and he got his little homies. And it's like, okay, these niggas just graduated from high school. This nigga graduated maybe a year before them, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And now when I'm talking to niggas like, yeah, nigga, I'm the next, you know what I mean? I'm the next QC or whatever. And it's like, bro, calm down, bro. Like, just be like, let's get like one artist off the ground. Like, let's just make one thing happen first before like, and then also build yourself up. If like you the best manager or something, like build yourself up doing that before you just call yourself the next anything.
Yeah, like, man, you gotta get you groundwork. They always tell you brick by brick. They say a day at a time. It's a bunch of cliches that be like taking a step at a time.
No, that's real talk.
Like, niggas be in scarcity. They be scared. They be tense. It be bills. It be shit going on. They be like, man, I want to skip straight to being the next QC.
Like, want to be the biggest thing. Like, come on, man. And that's crazy. Like, what you think about in the Bay Area? Do you think there's things that hold the Bay Area back, or do you think that the Bay might have a few things that hold it back? But what do you think are the things that actually push the Bay forward? That's what I want to know.
the shit that we really been known for kind of feel like we get overshadowed by the things that we already do good, and we do stick together, and we do if we out of town though. Anytime I ever been out of town,
And you seen some Bay people, it was always
you feel me? It's
yeah,
never not been
like,
that.
it's always
I
be
mean,
that, yeah, for sure.
and I think we be glamorizing other cities because they're bigger as far as the infrastructure goes. So we
Right,
can glamorize LA or glamorize Atlanta and say, man, because how they doing it, we don't know if that's what they doing.
right,
We just making that up. We
right.
not in there in the trenches
They
in
could
those
be down there
meetings.
doing the same
It
shit.
could be the
Like,
same shit. We just
yeah, I'm pretty
assume.
sure it is the
You
same
see what I
shit.
mean?
Yeah,
Because
for
they
sure.
got a different setup, and it's
Right.
5 states touching each other when you in the East Coast, when you down south.
Oh,
They
it's
right
easier to
there.
get
Boom, boom,
way more.
Louisiana, Atlanta, da, 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 da. We got to drive 9 hours to get to Vegas.
Right. They could really move
But they
around.
can really move around and do a chitlin circuit
Come on.
and tap in. So we comparing ourselves to something that's not the same. We in a
Period.
whole nother place.
That's a
Whole
big. That's a
different
big.
rules. We
That's a
don't gang
big.
bang.
Geographics is a
You
big
feel
thing
me?
to look at in the whole idea of that. And they just looking at one thing, like, oh, they doing it, but they forgot about the geographics of being able to hit all that
Yeah.
mobile, all that stuff. You know what I mean? All the little Carolina, everything hella fast.
That's part of their
And driving
infrastructure.
down
Yeah,
there,
it's
Miami
freeways
and all that, like
they
being
set
just
that
gliding
up.
down there. Yeah, that's
That's
hardcore.
pure infra. That dates back to way before us. They built the
That's
freeways there
hardcore.
as a connector. Like, you know what I mean? We don't got that. We got the 5.
Yeah, you
We
got
on the
that
5,
five, and
bro.
you got to
You
drive.
feel me?
You know
That's
what I'm
it. You
saying?
just straight as cows and nothingness. But out there, you can drive. You know what I
Steak for
mean?
one whole minute. But what
Oh
about
yeah,
Grand National? What's up with that?
man. We that's the platform that we doing like the branding, the marketing, the music. That's the umbrella. So it's myself, Money Draper, Brookfield Deuce, Passwords, Jesus on like strategy and design, Janelle on strategy, and Tim House on management. So we just
Yeah.
like built something to kind of replicate like
Shouts out to
what
Tim
we don't
House.
do. Yeah, shout out to the plug, man.
Yeah,
Tim
shouts
House,
out to
man.
Tim for surely.
What they say we don't do is like stick together. So I'm like, all right, we can roll the dice, make a phone call, see who can stick together, and
Yeah.
just push the line, make dope music. You feel me?
And
Like really
Bills.
make dope music and build something.
Man. Well, I appreciate you, man, for hopping on right now and chatting with
Good.
me, man. And what was that one record that you had that everybody was going crazy about?
Which one?
The one that was like the big Erk the Jerk record. Like, what
Right
was your?
here.
Yeah, I just want to love you right here,
Yeah,
bro. That's crazy. Real quick, how did that record come about?
I made the beat myself. It's a producer named Terrio, and I had the beat for like a month, and I was getting other people to do the hook, and it never sounded right. So PK and K9 was like managing me at the time, and I was at the house with them, where me, Trax a Million, Jack, Willie Joe
R.I.P.
Neal,
Tracks,
for
man.
RP
Love
Trax,
you,
RP
brother.
Jack, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, R.I.P.
Like
Jack too.
we be all there kicking and making music, but me and Trax just had a session, and he like, man, he just was like, man, just whatever, like the beginning of the freestyle your song, just punch in, just kind of freestyle your vibe before you wrote it down on paper, just go up there and say anything. And then
Yeah.
it was like, oh, I could just say anything. So I just said anything. And he was
Yeah.
like, man, that's hard. And I left. I came back the next day. This nigga Trax added all the harmony shit. Like I did a couple harmonies, but he did all the harmonies. So people think that's me with all
Yeah,
the
but
shit
it's
on the hood
Tracks.
with his tracks.
That's
So he
hard.
made that shit into a real like record.
Yeah, he built it.
And then the next day I came back and did love instead of fuck.
Right.
I was listening to Akon on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, you just changed fuck to love. And then people, I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
And the
that's easy.
radios and rock with you.
Easy. And then posted it, put it out, talked to labels. Nobody's really fucking with the record. And put it on Twitter.
Wow.
And Twitter was like, this is early Twitter though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Niggas was
Early
like,
Twitter.
I'm fucking with it. The Bay Area Twitter that existed at the time was just fucking with the record. Like, man, this shit hard, this shit hard. And then Von seen it from Cam and Yale, hit me like, what's the song from Twitter that all the bitches like?
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
remember that shit was blowing up
yeah.
on Twitter. I do remember that.
Yeah, I'm like, man, shit, man. I send the radio a song every 5 days. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sending hella song. Which one you talking about? He like the one. Sent it. He started playing that shit. That shit went up.
Man, well, congratulations just for that hit, because I remember that song went up. Congratulations on all the success that you've had and been going, bro. And I just think it's funny that one of the last times I seen you, we was at the corner store and we seen a goat. Just a random goat walking down the street. And
Like, yeah, I still never understood what the goat, who brought the goat.
man, the goat just ran down. We just standing there talking. It's like, is that a goat?
It's three now. It's three goats. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Three
man,
goats,
for real,
you feel
bro.
me?
I appreciate you, man. Erk Tha Jerk, Kevin Allen. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Man, just the whole team, Grand National, everybody, man. And shout out to the Bay Area, man. Stop believing that we don't stick together.
Come on now.
Stop believing just because your dream's not working out, is somebody trying to hold you back.
Come on.
That's not true. It's absolutely not true. We make dope music, been making dope music. The Bay Area is a beautiful place. Go travel this motherfucker. Go look around. All the spots you ain't never been in the Bay.
For surely.
Love this shit.
For surely. The Bay
Straight
Area,
up.
baby. You already know, man. It's your boy Don P, the West Coast host with the most, right here on Riding and Smoking, the world's first mobile podcast where we interview the dopest humans in the world. And today, man, I had one of the dopest humans in the world, Erk Tha Jerk, a.k.a. Kevin Allen, on the show. Mr. I Just Want to Love You Right Here. Hey, that shit was hard.
Straight
That
up.
was a cut, bro.
Straight up.
Man, y'all go slap that shit. Go stream that shit right now. Tell them where to find you at.
Yep, KVNALLN on Instagram, Kevin Allen Music on Twitter.
Yeah, follow
All the
Kevin
shit like
Allen.
that. Don't
man.
overthink it.
Come
It's out
on.
now and it's going crazy.
Go get the album, man. You know what I'm saying? Follow Kevin Allen. Follow me at Don P Official. Follow Riding and Smoking. And follow the whole family. Don't forget, we going up. We at Emerald Cup in Oakland, California at the legendary what is it called? Hey, the legendary Henry J. Kaiser Center.
Yeah.
What they putting in this shit, man? The Henry J. Kaiser Center, man. All right? Peace, and we out.
Come on now, you can't even do this. Look.